Skellig Islands rise out of the Atlantic Ocean about 12 kilometres from the nearest point of the Kerry shores. We're about to board a boat now to go out and see what the Skelligs are all about. Well, we're here with Ken Roddy, one of the passenger boat operators in Portmagee. Ken, tell us, this is a very, very popular trip out to the Skelligs for tourists. Do they thoroughly enjoy it?
They do, and we've been operating now for about 45 years, because remember, Skellig Michael is a World Heritage Site, and we've the traditional season here is from April to the end of October, so you do get a lot of people coming out here. There's an average of about 10,000 people come. They seem to enjoy it, and they love the trip, so I hope they all come as well.
The boat trip to the Skelligs takes approximately 45 minutes, but the scenery that awaits your arrival is spectacular. Guides work on the island and give you all the information needed. There are no shops or facilities on the island, so make sure you come prepared with food and drinks for the 2-hour stay. Skellig Islands, and this is the most majestic and breathtaking scenery I have ever seen in Ireland. Unfortunately, I'm about a quarter of the way up and I have to take a break already. We're on our way to the monastery at the top of the island, which is about another 600 to 700 steps. I better get going. And finally, I've reached the very top of the Skellig Island, and it was worth every single step for this fascinating scenery. I can't fathom how the monks got up here themselves, never mind lugging all this material to build the monastery. But I'm really looking forward to going in and seeing exactly what they did build. Well, we're here in the monastery with Bob Harris. Bob, could you tell us a little bit about the monastery itself?
Well, we're here in the middle of an early Christian monastery, obviously, off the coast of Kerry, about 8 miles. It's a very remote place, probably one of the most inhospitable places chosen by early Christian monks here in Ireland. Probably only about 12 men lived here, and this little platform built out over the sea. It's all on a man-made platform. The island goes at an angle underneath us here. And to build this, they had to build up these massive retaining walls and infill and step up. So it was quite a feat, and it probably took generations of monks before the monastery began to look like what we see, this little platform jutting out over the sea. Everyone finds it a very special and unique experience. I mean, in a way, there's really very little else like this, particularly in Ireland. It's such a different sort of life that's evoked here by these buildings compared to what we're used to in the 21st century. And just the climb up the steps, and of course it's covered with bird life. There are about 7,000 or 8,000 puffins here at this time of the year, and they're quite tame. You can walk right by them, you can practically pick them up, but don't try doing that because they'll bite you. But the bird life is overwhelming here, and you sail by the little Skelligs, and there's 50,000 gannets there, which have up to about a 6-foot wingspan, and they're diving into the sea, and it's just the abundance of life in the sky, of course, is phenomenal. And then when people get here, I suppose it's just the idea of the climb up and the view here. It's quite a unique experience. Many people tell me at any rate that it's one of the most unusual experiences of their lives.